Good day, everyone. My name is Andrea Roll. I'm a Spanish education major. I decided to do my empirical study on the impact that overcrowded classrooms have on the teaching and learning experience, and also, I did this empirical study to obtain information that would be useful to both me and also other education majors who may be in this class watching this video. And I do hope that the information is as useful to you as it is to me. Keep watching if you want to see. I had conducted this empirical study by creating a survey of just 5 questions on the SurveyMonkey app and sending the link to directly to teachers who I know who I may have on social media that are in the government school systems that can be able to answer these questions correctly for me. So all of them are teachers, all of them are in the government school systems. And the information, I do believe that the information that they would have given through the survey is true. And so the first question that I asked my surveyors was, why do they think that the government school systems are overcrowded? Not the first response, but the main response that I got from most of my surveyors was that the fact that the government school system offers free education. Also, there was one person who said that it's linked to the urbanization, the fact that Nassau is a crowded city itself. And so the second question that I asked my surveyors, the teachers who are in the government school system, was how does the overpopulated classroom affect their ability to teach, or how does it impact their delivery of their lesson and also their means of classroom management. The third question which I asked my surveyors was, what do they think are the best classroom management skills when dealing with the best classroom management skills to use when dealing with an overcrowded classroom? My responses were, the responses that I got from the survey were, the best thing to do is to keep them occupied. This leaves less time for idle and mischievous behavior among students. And they said that classroom rules plays a very major part in dealing with an overcrowded classroom. Also, they also said that it's important to be firm with your students. Once you're firm with them, you keep them busy, and you set your ground rules for your classroom. They said it's not much of it's not much of an impact when it comes to dealing with an overcrowded classroom. The fourth question, which I asked my surveyors, which should have probably been my first question, was, had they ever taught a classroom of 30 plus students? All of my responses were yes, except for one, because they taught more than 30. They taught a classroom of 40 students. 40 students. Okay, last month. But anyways, there are, and this is in the government school system. I asked them, because I didn't mention in the beginning that these are teachers from the government school system. So being teachers from the government school system, they have taught classes of 30 to 40 plus students. 50% of my responses said that with the classroom being overpopulated, it's hard to reach every student. However, with the use of differentiated and inclusive educational practices, they can attempt to. It also causes a lack of attention for the exceptional learners. And so the final question I asked my surveyors via the survey was, based on their observation with their students, what obstacles or what difficulties do they think their students are up against when trying to learn in an overcrowded classroom? And just like mentioned earlier in the analysis, or the discussion, or was it, yeah, early in this discussion, they said that, the exceptional learners and those with information retention issues are not able to get the attention that they need, due to the classroom being so, full of other students. You know, so it seems that based on my response, the responses I got from the survey, that the only students that are heavily impacted by an overcrowded classroom are the exceptional learners and those with information retention issues. However, it seems that based on the empirical study, that the students who do not have those issues, who are not exceptional learners, are able to cope with the overcrowded classroom learning environment. And for our exceptional learners, we would have to implement things into our lesson plan to accommodate their needs, which requires extra time sometimes, and extra attention for those students. And what my responses had told me is that when the class is overcrowded and the exceptional learners are not able to get the attention that they need. And so, in conclusion, I would like to say thank you, Dr. Owen Brink, for allowing us to carry out this empirical study, respective to our majors, because it has helped me to grow in my studies, because now that I know what to expect, I know how to manage a classroom of 30 plus. It's, it taught me something that was very important and very necessary to know. And I would like to say that I hope that the information that I have shared with you, which was obtained via the surveys, is as useful to you who may be education majors who are watching this video as it is to me. All right, thank you all. Be safe during this time.